The door slammed shut. A finality to it. A period at the end of a chapter. She was leaving him, her soon-to-be ex-husband, the father of her children, the man who had shattered her heart into a million pieces. He stood there, watching her go. A flicker of something crossed his face. Regret? Remorse? She couldn't tell. Didn't care. She clutched the hands of her two children, their small fingers clinging to hers like lifelines. They were her priority now, her everything. The weight of the world was on her shoulders, yes, but she was free. Days blurred into weeks, weeks into months. The reality of being a single mother hit her hard. The endless bills, the constant juggling act of work and childcare, the exhaustion that seeped into her bones. She had found a job, a small administrative position that barely covered the rent. Pride kept her going. Determination to provide for her children fueled her, but the pressure was immense. One evening, she found herself at a bar nursing a glass of cheap wine. A man sat beside her. He was older, successful, and very much married. He offered her a way out, a chance to ease the burden. She knew it was a dangerous game, but desperation can make you do dangerous things. He showered her with gifts, expensive dinners, designer clothes, things she could never afford on her own, things she never thought she would want, but they were a temporary salve on a deep wound. He was her secret, her escape, the other side of a life she never thought she would lead. She knew what people called women like her: side chic, mistress, homewrecker. The labels stung, but she told herself it was temporary, a means to an end. And she wasn't the only one. She saw them, the other women, trapped in similar situations, seeking solace in the arms of someone else's husband. Their reasons were different, their stories unique, but their pain was the same. His world was one of luxury, penthouse apartments, exotic vacations. But it was a gilded cage, a world where she was always on the outside looking in. He called her his muse, his inspiration, but she was a secret, hidden away from his real life, his wife, his family. The guilt gnawed at her, the knowledge that she was complicit in his deception, that she was benefiting from another woman's pain. She tried to justify it, to convince herself that it was her ex-husband's infidelity that had brought her to this point, that she deserved some happiness. But the truth was, she was lost, adrift in a sea of her own making. Fate, it seemed, had a twisted sense of humor. She ran into her ex-husband at the grocery store. Of all the places, he looked good, happy. He was with someone else, someone younger, someone who didn't have worry lines etched into their face. He introduced them, his girlfriend. She plastered on a smile, exchanged pleasantries. All the while, her insides were churning. Later that night, she cried, tears of anger, tears of frustration, tears of a broken heart that refused to heal.